to announce in the class telling that
Dear students, good afternoon. Yeah, dear students, please be informed that John sir has sent the YouTube link. Please connect. Good afternoon. Please connect with your YouTube link. It has already been sent to you. Have you got it? Dear students, have you got it? Hello. Yeah, thank you. So good afternoon, you all. How are you all? How are you? Fine, nice to know that. Okay, in the last class, we were discussing about the art of public speaking. We had discussed in detail what should be the mindset of a good public speaker. And also I was trying to give you some introduction to how to become an outstanding public speaker. Today, we will be continuing with the same topic to some extent, then we will move to another topic. Some of the interesting things that you need to keep in mind if you want to become a public speaker or you want to become an outstanding public speaker is one of the aspects is the fluency in speaking. So I'm going to give you some ideas as to how to improve your fluency. Yeah, students, can you see my screen? Students, can you see the Word document? Yeah, we discussed about the mindset of an effective public speaker. Then we discussed what public speaking is and what should be the mindset of a public speaker. And I also gave you some interesting affirmations, which we in other words call self-talk or speaking to oneself, or we also call it auto-suggestions. Anything that you want to achieve or anything that you want to have, just for example, you want to have good health, you may have to, you have to tell yourself, you have to give this positive affirmation to yourself, like, I'm healthy, I'm completely all right. Okay, instead of saying, I don't have any fever, I don't have any corona, better you say all affirmations positively that I'm completely all right, I'm healthy, I'm healthy. So similarly, when it comes to public speaking, when you want to become an outstanding public speaker, tell these affirmations or self-talk or auto-suggestions to yourself as often as possible, and you become what you think about, as I mentioned, as I told you, as I taught you in my last class. Okay, you become what you think about. So the things that you tell yourself all again and again will become the reality. So keep telling yourself, I am an outstanding public speaker, or I am very bold to speak to any group of people, or people love to listen to me, or I am a great speaker, or I am the best speaker I ever know, or I am very confident to deliver effective speeches. Then we discussed about the importance of correct pronunciation. Okay, correct pronunciation, just very important. I give you another one clue. Words that end in AGE should be pronounced as manage, and so on. Language, if you remember. Students, can you see this Word document? I'm not sure. Yes, okay, thank you. So the next point is about how to improve our fluency. I'm going to give you some tips. See, if you want to speak fluently any language, especially the English language, you need to give some exercises to all the areas that are involved in producing your vocal voice, like your lips, your tongue, your cheeks, your throat, your abdomen. So since it is online, let me limit to only some of the exercises that will definitely help you to uh, um, to improve your fluency. So the first thing that you can do is, and I would like you to do with me, whatever exercises I'm going to give you. So we are going to give exercise to all these parts that are involved in producing the vocal sound. Okay. So the first thing, if you can hold your hands like this, hold your hands like this. Have you done that? Yes? Yes, hold your hands like this. Okay, done. Now keep your fingers, all the four fingers on your lips and press your lips like this and rotate your lips with pressure. So it will be like this. Did you do that? Hello? Did you do?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. So the next one, this is going to be just a demo, and my advice and suggestion to you all is to do it almost every day for 1 month, then every other day, then every week, then every month at least twice. And whenever you go to speak to a group of people, you need to do this until you are very confident about your fluent speaking. So the first exercise is this. Keep your fingers on your lips, press it and rotate. Okay, done. Now the next one is gentle massage to your throat, the vocal cords, like this. Yes, very good. Now the next thing is just to do like this. You are massaging your cheeks. Hope you are doing. All of you, are you doing? Unmute and tell me, are you doing? Yes, good. Now, the next thing is this. Rotate your tongue. And how to rotate your tongue? Like this. The clockwise and also anti-clockwise. In the opposite direction, you have to rotate till you get pain on the root of your tongue. Okay, I know some of you may start to cough, and so on, make throat irritation will be there, but that is a good sign. And another thing is to open your mouth as wide as possible like this. I know some of my teeth are missing, but okay, you can do this because you are all at home. Okay, and hold your hands like this and put your hand inside your mouth like that. Then take. Okay. Okay. Very good. Now another thing is put your tongue out as much as possible like this. Put your tongue out as much as possible. That's a practice that you do personally. It may not be that interesting for you to see me showing my tongue, but for our personal exercise, it will definitely help us. And the next thing is trying to touch the tip of your nose with the tip of your tongue. It's like this. Try to touch, but I cannot touch. And I'm sure we have around 100 people participating in this class. At least one of you are able to do that, touching the tip of your nose with the tip of your tongue. Is there anybody who is doing that, who is able to do that? And it's not necessary that you should touch your nose. What's important is stretching your tongue, because it's all about stretching and exercise. I know some of you must be able to touch the tip of your nose with the tip of your tongue. Okay, so these are the exercises that will definitely help you to improve. There are a few more exercises which I cannot do online. Okay, maybe when we meet in person, I can share with you. So these are the exercises, and if you do it every day, and one more exercise is there which I can give you here itself. Say something in an ascending order and also in a descending order, like voice production. So you have to say it at an ascending order. I mean, you have to increase your voice gradually. And when you reach the top of your lungs, you need to bring your voice down gradually, like to almost like this. But here I cannot go to the top of my voice, but it will be like this: voice production, voice production, voice production, voice production. So like this, go to the peak of your lungs and then gradually come down. Voice production, voice production, voice production, voice production. So these are the things that you should do in order to maintain, because please trust me, the best asset of a good communicator is his voice. And we need to give enough exercise to our voice. So these are the exercises that you can do every day. And another thing is practice tongue twisters. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Practice tongue twisters. Can you read the first tongue twister? Can anybody, one person read? I would like Noor Asma to read that. Noor Asma, are you there? Can you read the first tongue twister? It is too small. You're very humorous. Okay, anyway, Noor Asma, please read that. Unmute your mic and please read. Only the first line.
Red blood, blue blood.
Oh, correct. Red blood, blue blood. And the word blue is pronounced in an elongated manner, not just blue, it's blue. Okay, so red blood, blue blood. Can you say it gradually in an increasing speed? Can you gradually increase the speed by repeating it?
Red blood, blue blood.
Yeah, say it, continue it.
Red blood, blue blood.
Yeah. Say it faster.
Red blood, blue blood.
Say it faster. That is the tongue twister.
Red blood, blue blood.
Yeah, Noor Asma, when you say it faster, your lips should be just vibrating. So much should be the speed. Okay. I will just say it for you all. Red blood, blue blood, 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 red blood. No, and in the same way, you have to practice all some at least 4 or 5 tongue twisters that will definitely help your fluency when you speak, especially English. So the next tongue twister, can anybody read? I would like to call Afra Sadia. Can you read that? The second one.
She sells seashells on the seashore.
Yeah. Can you say it in a little faster?
She sells seashells on the seashore. She
Very good.
sells seashells on the seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore.
Very good, very good, very good. She sells seashells on the seashore, seashells on the seashore. She sells seashells on the... So you practice that at home, note it down and practice it faster. And the next one is kacha papaya, paka papaya, kacha papaya, paka papaya. So when you say all these, your lips, as you increase your speed, the height of your speed of speaking these tongue twisters, your lips will start to vibrate. That means you are able to speak fluently. That's it. Okay, and the next one is double bubble gum, bubbles double. Okay, Umehani, can you say that? Double bubble gum, bubbles double. My hand is not there. Let me call Ramnath P. Double bubble gum, bubbles double. Okay, these are, I just wanted to tell you that tongue twisters, there are a number of tongue twisters that you can get from the web. So pick a couple of them and just practice these tongue twisters just to improve your I mean the fluency. Okay, many people don't speak because they think that they get stuck. Okay, their tongues will not be flexible, their lips will not move properly, and also their throat will not, vocal cords will not cooperate, and that's because we don't give enough exercises to them. Another exercise that I left, forgot, was this, doing like this. Taking your lips to both corners. So whatever you can do, you need to give exercises to these parts of that produce vocal sounds. And when we come to public speaking, let me enter into give you some idea about the body language. Now people ask how to stand, and you can see some people keep their legs wide apart when they stand in front of an audience, or they keep one leg in a slanting position, the other leg straight, or you can see some people playing with their legs. They will just vibrate their legs or just tap one leg on the floor. These are not good for a good public speaker. Now let me tell you what should be the posture, leg posture of a good public speaker. When you stand, okay, stand straight with your chest spread and your head held straight and your shoulders also straight. And the gap between your 2 feet should be 1 foot or 1/4 of a foot. That means 1/4 of a foot. It may be some 8 inches. Okay, so it will not be too wide or too narrow when you stand in front of an audience. It should be just 1/4, 3/4 of a foot, and you stand straight. Now, another thing, you might have seen some people, or you yourself might have experienced when you stand in front of a group, the biggest burden for some people is their hands. They don't know where to keep the hands. They should be held behind, or just in their pockets, or just down below, or just hold their hands like this, or they don't know. So what the ideal posture to hold your hands is, just look like this. It should be like this. I don't know how well I am able to tell you this. Okay, can you see this? Or let me stand up and say so that it will be visible, I think. Yeah, can you hear me? Am I audible now? Am I audible?
Yeah, sir.
Yes, okay. So how to hold your hands, that's what I am going to teach you. Some people, they don't know when they stand in front of a group, they will be, putting their hands into their pockets. Some will be standing like this, some will be like this, some don't know what to do, and so on. So the ideal way of holding your hands, you just observe how my hands are now. Okay, the ideal way is this. Okay, your hands should be, your fingers should be in a semicircle like this, neither like this nor like this nor like this, but in a semicircle, in a gentle way. It should be touching. Your fingers of both hands should touch in a gentle way, and you should stand like this and speak. Okay, so when you stand like this and speak, you will be looked at, viewed as a gentleman or a lady, or instead of taking your hands here and there. And it is from this posture you take all your gestures. Now, if I say something, would you tell me your name? May I know your name? May I know your name? Now, how do I use my hand gesture? I'm taking one hand and keeping the other hand like that only, and I take this hand like this. Would you tell me your name? May I know your name? Something like this. And as you know, see, The hand should be going from this posture, as you know. Okay, as you know, all this. So always hold your hands when you stand in front of a group. Your hands should be like this. And let me also tell you, there is one more hand posture that is equally good, and that is this. Okay, when you speak to people, you can speak like this. You can hold your hands like this, and it is always advisable. No, you just observe my hand, how it is. I am holding. It is just. It is advisable. I am telling you something now. I am telling as part of my speech or presentation. I'm telling you it is advisable. So I hold my hands like this, and I don't hold my hands like this. Okay, and this is called. This part is called Clinton box in public speaking. Clinton box, you know, the former president of America, Bill Clinton, is a great orator, great public speaker. And it was noticed whenever he speaks, his hands will not go out of this box. That's called Clinton box. So he will be always speaking just as I am doing now. You see my hand movement. Just as I am doing now. You see my hand movement. Just as I am doing now. Bill Clinton will not go out of this box. It will be. So when we speak, that should be our hand movement, our hand. And another thing is your eye contact. So I just was trying to give you some idea on what should be your leg posture and hand posture. Your head should be held high, your shoulders straight, chest spread. And one more suggestion, I don't know how effective it will be if I show you here. So when you stand, you lean forward a little. See, when you stand, you lean forward a little when you speak to people. So let me see if I can. So I'm standing like this, and if I lean forward a little, your audience will think that you are so much interested in them. But if you stand like this and speak, people may not like. But you lean forward a little, and as if you are ready to take action. Any person who has got a gesture that says that this guy is ready to take action, people will like. And when you see, as I speak, you just see my hand gesture, even in this speaking, communicating with you, how I move my hands. I move my hands like this. I don't put it here. I don't hold it like this or like this or like this. No. Of course, when you become a very reputed speaker, you can once in a while, you may just hold your hands like this, or you may just stand like this and so on. But for a learner, please, even for those established speakers, what we would suggest is this posture. Just stand like this, bend a little, and look at the audience. So this should be your body language as far as your legs and hands are concerned. Now let us come to our eyes, how to look at people. You see, suppose you have some 500 people in the audience, and you might have any average person at least, or anybody for that matter, must have heard some public speaking skills. Like one of the things that everyone knows is that we should have eye contact. Now, there are 500 people in the audience. How are you going to look at people, everyone? So our suggestion is you should divide the audience into boxes, into pockets. One pocket means maybe a group of 50 people or a group of 100 people, and another group, a group of 50 people, 100 people, another group. So divide the audience. Suppose you have got two sides, the auditorium. If you have seen our PHILOMENA'S College auditorium, the small auditorium, you can see the audience sit on both sides. And that auditorium can accommodate, I think, around 500 people. And, you know, it is people sit on both sides. And if you're on stage as a public speaker, what should you do is, it's impossible for any person to look at each of the 500 people individually. It's not possible. So what we do, what we recommend is, you should look at the entire audience pocket by pocket. One pocket means a group of 50 people or 100 people. So you look at them pocket by pocket, and you should be looking like this. And when you should be speaking and speaking like this. So people think that you are, even individuals feel that you are looking at them. And you should never stare at a particular group. As it is said, you should not look at a particular pocket of people, area of people, a group of people for more than 2-3 seconds. Before that, you should move to other group when you look. Okay. And one more thing when it comes to the body language, I told you, I forgot to tell you, and it is this. You stand like this. Okay, you stand like this with your body language for, okay. When you stand like this, you are standing straight and you are looking at everyone. How do you greet people? No, okay, if it is good afternoon, you say, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Please keep in mind, when you say good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, you should have looked at all the pockets. Not like you cannot look at one corner of your audience and say, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You should be able to say, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So by the time you say, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, you should have covered all the pockets of your audience. Okay. And when you stand here to give a speech, stand like this, as I told, and another variant, equally good posture is this. This also is, and many people do not know. Let me just tell you in passing, like many people do not know how to meet people of higher respect. Maybe your principal or the vice chancellor is just walking in. Accidentally, you met the vice chancellor on your veranda or the portico, and you don't know how to manage your hands. You know, all these situations, even you speak with your family members, I think it is advisable to practice holding your hands like this. So that confusion is over. And when you hold your hands like this, it gives the impression to the audience that you are a gentleman, you are a lady. Okay. So, and another thing, you cannot always stand like this and speak. Sometimes you have to look at different areas of your audience. So you have some, this part of the audience you have to look, and you cannot look like this, or you cannot look like this. No, please keep in mind the hand, the face, and the central part of your body always should be in the same line like this. Now, I want to look to that side now. Just observe how I do it. I just look like this. I move my entire body, and this is how I move. And if I want to look this side, I will move my body, entire body like this. But I want to turn this side like this, and I want to speak to people or look at people on this side like this. I can't speak like this. So your face, your hands should be in the same line. If you are turning this side, your hand also should be this side. You turn in the center, it should be like this. And from this posture, you speak to people. Okay. Now, looking at people, I also told you eye contact is very, very important. If you don't look at people, people will not look at you. If you don't look at people, people will not look at you. Okay. So that is one more very important message that I want to give you. Look at people. Another thing is smile. No, people, when you address people, if you want to be liked, always wear a smile. Always wear a smile. Okay, and that is the very easiest way to get connected with people. And if you don't connect with people, people will not connect with you. And for you to connect with people, the best idea is to smile. To smile. Okay, so these are the few things that I thought of telling you with regard to the body language. Okay, now do you have any doubts or clarifications to ask with regard to
No,
the
sir.
yeah? Hello? Anything that you would like to ask? So please keep in mind the eye contact, the Clinton box, and this posture. Okay. Maybe in the next class, I'll be discussing about a little bit more about public speaking and also the 10 orientations that you should have as a growing person. As growing people, 10 orientations that you should have in life, and that we'll be discussing the last class. For time being, I would like to wind up the class. If you don't have any doubts with regard to the public speaking, any doubts you have? Was this class useful according to you? Thank you. Thank you for your wonderful feedback. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ungehani, Afra Sadia. Thank you very much. So we'll meet next week with a little more. Yes, Nurasma, we have a lot of books. Only thing is you have to just two ways of getting good books on public speaking. One is search in Amazon. So by the title, you go and buy it. And another thing is get into these Sapna bookstores. There are a lot of books. And the best way is to go to Amazon and search for the art of public speaking. That is one thing. And also I would like to suggest to you another website, Udemy. Udemy. Have you heard about that, Udemy? I can just type and give you uw.udemy.com. Okay, whatever course you want to do, you can do in this website. It's an online course for anything, public speaking, whatever it is. You can just visit, if possible. Today, I think now it is very cheap also for students. It is only 300, 400, 700 rupees for 54 hours or 60 hours class on various topic. You want to, whether it is computer, life coaching, or stress management, time management, whatever it is, just visit this website and you can buy the program and you can learn by yourself. Anything that you want to, you may be thinking that how can I improve my body language? You go to this website, just type of body language, you will have plenty of stuff there. Some of the things that I am sharing with you are from these sources like Udemy and many books that I have. So for resources, please just visit Amazon bookstore. And also you can just browse on the internet. You will get a lot of free stuff like ebooks and so on. And also please visit udemy.com. Okay, thank you. Anything else that you would like to ask? I don't know. I have missed any question. Okay, then see you, Dennis. See you next week. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.